Phone/technology addiction. Your phone promises connection and information. Every notification might be important. Every scroll might reveal something interesting. The internet offers infinite content, infinite answers, infinite distraction. You feel productive, informed, plugged into everything happening everywhere. Boredom disappears and silence gets filled. Every new piece of information triggers a small dopamine release. These micro-hits come so frequently that your brain gets stuck in a loop. Your attention span shortens because your neural pathways expect stimulation every few seconds. You reach for your phone the moment you wake up. Waiting in line feels unbearable without scrolling. Being alone with your thoughts creates anxiety. You can't focus without checking your phone. When you try to disconnect, withdrawal sets in. Restlessness, irritability, the feeling you're missing something critical. Your nervous system has forgotten how to exist without constant input. Gambling addiction. Gambling promises the thrill of winning. One more spin could be the big one. Your heart races. Even when you lose, that near miss feels like progress, like victory is close. Your brain releases dopamine not when you win, but when you think you might win. This is called a variable reward schedule. Slot machines are engineered around this. Wins come randomly, just often enough to keep you hooked. Your brain can't tell the difference between almost winning and actually winning. A near miss triggers the same dopamine spike, tricking you into believing success is within reach. What starts as a small bet can become thousands on the line. You stop playing for the reward and start playing to resolve the tension. The uncertainty itself becomes the drug. Alcohol addiction. Alcohol promises relief. It quiets your mind, melts stress, and wraps you in warmth. After a drink, shoulders relax and worries fade. Alcohol boosts GABA, a brain chemical that slows everything down. Both create a chemical blanket over discomfort, but your brain notices the outside help and starts producing less of its own calming chemicals. It learns to wait for the substance. Then, the rebound hits. When alcohol wears off, your brain's stress response fires back twice as hard. Anxiety that wasn't there before suddenly arrives. Your body has adjusted to the chemical assistance, and normal life feels impossible without it. You drink again, not for pleasure, but to stop the discomfort the last dose created. Over time, you develop tolerance, needing increasingly larger amounts to achieve the same effects. Food/sugar addiction. Junk food promises comfort. That first bite of something sweet or salty delivers instant pleasure. Stress melts away. Boredom disappears. These foods are designed to hit the bliss point, the perfect combination of sugar, fat, and salt that makes your brain light up. Sugar spikes your dopamine levels. Your blood sugar shoots up fast, but your pancreas responds by flooding your system with insulin. Within hours, your blood sugar crashes below where it started. You feel tired, irritable, and hungry again. Your brain remembers that food fixed this feeling last time, so it sends a craving signal. The cycle becomes automatic. You reach for a snack when stressed or bored, even when you're not actually hungry. Natural foods start tasting bland because your taste buds have recalibrated to expect intense flavors. Shopping addiction. Online shopping promises fulfillment and excitement. Browsing feels productive, like you're improving your life. Adding items to your cart creates anticipation. That moment when you click purchase delivers a rush. The act of shopping, not owning, releases dopamine. Your brain lights up during the hunt, the comparison, the decision to buy. Anticipation triggers more pleasure than actually receiving the item. When the package arrives, you get a brief spike of satisfaction, but within hours, the item becomes just another possession. The excitement drains completely. You're left with buyer's remorse or emptiness, so your brain suggests a solution. Buy something else. Shopping becomes the answer to boredom, stress, or sadness. Your credit card balance climbs while your closet fills with things you don't need and barely use. Porn addiction. Porn promises unlimited variety and instant satisfaction. There's always something new to see, something different to experience. Every click delivers a micro-hit of possibility. Your brain lights up with anticipation. Novelty itself triggers dopamine release. Your brain evolved to reward exploration because finding new resources helps survival. But porn exploits this by offering infinite novelty with zero effort. Each new image gives you a small dopamine burst, but it fades instantly, pushing you toward the next one. Over time, your brain's dopamine receptors become fatigued. What used to excite you stops working, You need more intensity, more extremes just to feel the same level of interest. Real intimacy can't compete with engineered stimulation. You find yourself seeking content that once would have felt too extreme. Your brain has learned that satisfaction comes from the hunt, not the catch. Nicotine addiction. Nicotine delivers calm in under 10 seconds. When you inhale it, nicotine hits your brain and releases dopamine, making you feel calm and focused. At first, it feels perfect. Your heart rate rises slightly. Thoughts clear up and stress melts away. But nicotine burns out quickly. As dopamine fades, calm turns into tension. You crave another hit. That's the trap. Each cigarette or vape gives temporary relief from discomfort the last one created. Nicotine doesn't actually relax you. It just resets withdrawal. Your brain learns that peace only exists between cravings. Over time, it changes how your brain releases dopamine. Without nicotine, everything feels dull. You're not using to feel good anymore. You're using just to feel normal. The substance becomes the baseline. What started as a choice became a chemical dependency your nervous system can't function without. Work addiction. Hustle culture promises purpose and achievement. Crossing tasks off your list feels satisfying. Finishing projects gives you a rush. Working late makes you feel valuable and important. Every completed goal proves you matter. Rest feels like laziness. When you accomplish something, your brain releases dopamine. But when you're under pressure, it floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline. Together, they create a potent blend that feels like being alive and needed. Your body learns to associate this heightened state with success. Relaxation starts registering as falling behind. Your nervous system stays activated, constantly scanning for the next task. You stop working to achieve goals and start working to avoid the discomfort of not working. Sitting still feels wrong. Vacation makes you anxious. Your body forgets how to rest because rest now triggers withdrawal. Relationship addiction. Certain relationships promise intensity and passion. The highs feel electric. Conversations run deep. When things are good, you're euphoric. You feel seen, needed, alive in ways you've never experienced. Every reunion after conflict feels like falling in love again. During intense moments, your brain releases oxytocin and dopamine. But the relationship operates on intermittent reinforcement. Affection comes unpredictably. One day you're everything to them, the next you're fighting or getting silence. This inconsistency triggers the same addictive pattern as gambling. Your brain can't predict when the next moment of closeness will come, so it stays hyper-focused. You start organizing your life around their moods. When they withdraw, panic sets in. You mistake the anxiety for love and the relief for happiness. Your brain has bonded pain with connection so tightly that healthy relationships feel boring by comparison. Drug addiction. Drugs hijack the brain's natural reward pathways, typically activated by healthy activities like eating and social connection. When used, they cause a surge of dopamine, leading to intense euphoria. Over time, the brain adapts, becoming less responsive to natural rewards and reinforcing compulsive drug-seeking behavior. The same joy you'd get from hugging a loved one is replaced with overwhelming desire to take the drug. Repeated drug use changes the brain's structure and function, particularly in areas involved in decision-making and self-control. This makes it difficult to resist cravings, even facing negative consequences. The brain's ability to experience pleasure from natural rewards is reduced. During withdrawal, the brain struggles to regain normal functioning, leading to intense discomfort and a strong urge to use again to reduce symptoms.